Current state of college football is crazy. This is Kamari Copeland. Obviously, athlete, plays for Virginia Tech. Had a pretty productive season this past year for the Hokies, 40-plus tackles. He's going to come back this year and be a major part of the defensive line for the Hokies under head coach James Franklin. But he basically talked about in this video how tampering works and how it even works during the college football season. Crazy to think about, because in his story, he alluded to, and y'all will hear me paraphrase throughout the story, basically, their head coach got fired, as we all know, Brent Pry. Brent Pry is back on the defensive staff, which is crazy to think about as well. But they had, I think it was a couple of games into the season, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it was, they fired the coach. Then out of nowhere, programs started to hit him up, hit not only Kamari up, but also was hitting up his family, right? Hey, man, what's your bio? Like, you know what I'm saying? We love to have a conversation with you. We love to talk to you, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And it's crazy to think about, man, that this happened in season. And he even said, and the craziest part of the story, that recruiters was there, right? You know, coaches were there with a whole, he was like, wasn't even a team he would expect to even be there, right? Like, they had on a cap that you'd be like, why the hell are you here? And then they went to go see him play. That's crazy, bro. So I think it just speaks to, you know, like I said, you got to have some guardrails. And I don't know if the NCAA is doing it on purpose to kind of have, I guess, Congress and the government step in. But this part's pretty easy. It's just, I think you need to have more guardrails. Like I said, that's fine. If you're in the portal, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all you can eat, right? Get who you need to get, who you want, whatever. But if the player's not in the portal, I mean, bro, what are we doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be able to do that. And I think they need to have more, you know, guardrails. Like I said, they need to have more restrictions, man. And then if a team violates that with his tampering stuff, then they need to have things taken away, right? They need to have revenue share decreased by 5-10%, right? You know, your first game is counted as an L. You need some kind of reprimand, you know, for this if this is going to continue to happen in college football, because it's not right. And, you know, for Kamari, obviously he had a good, I thought, thought process, about it. I thought he had a good mindset on it, you know, and he didn't even call out the school who it was, which he did a good job of obviously being anonymous there and not calling out the school or the program. But it just goes to show you, and I thought he did a really good job of unveiling the other side of college football. Right now we know what's happening, but I think it was cool to get a unique perspective from a player currently playing in college football, probably going to play a couple more seasons before he's done, and see what he thought and see kind of his own perspective and his own experience with it. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. We live in a crazy time, crazy world for sure, and college football is changing a lot. But like I said, we need the right leadership in place, man, and I think there needs to be something done, you know, for teams that are doing this. Because obviously Dabo called it out. Some people don't like that Dabo did, but I think he did the right thing, you know, and I think he put it on the forefront of what the NCAA needs to do. You know, you cannot have, you know, these coaches, you know, being able to call players that are under your, you know, contract or under you, and then all of a sudden, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to go hit the portal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk or have contact with you anymore. This deal feels more enticing. Now, like I just said in my last video, I'm all for players doing what's best for themselves, and that's fine. Go hit the portal, go do what you need to do. But the tampering part of it, y'all, come on, man. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So, needs to be some bylaws, some different things that's put into place, man. But crazy, crazy story, man. Y'all go check it out on his TikTok, Kamari Copeland, or even on Unnecessary Roughness on X. Explains it very well, man. I paraphrase the story, but wild to see what's going on in college football currently right now.